Okay, SPY, we see that we definitely, shooting star, Japanese candlesticks, look them up. There are a bunch of tutorials on YouTube regarding this, and you see that one setting up right now. If it gets below this, excuse me, August 28th number, I see that we're still in the down channel. If it can get above it, then we kind of approach and say, okay, shooting star is defeated or negated once you break above the high. So we kind of just have to see where it's going from there. But you can see that we're clearly within this down channel, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be like that forever. But you see that we need some type of bounce, because if it continues and we get a lower low from last week, we're in a down channel for now, and it could just be a retracement. But I don't want to hold over retracement. I don't know many people that do. So looking at the Dow, we see that the Dow is pretty much just up 19, the same shooting star pattern, and maybe this is the flag pole to the flag for more downside, and you see you have these support areas right here that I'm not sure if it's gonna, it's gonna bounce off of bounce. There's gonna be some type of buyers to step in and move this thing higher, but right here, right now, if it breaks below this low right here of 14,760, I think we have some more potential to the downside. So we just got to be really, really careful regarding that. You got the composite. The composite pretty much just trading sideways, and this is, I would call it like the wedge or just consolidation. I just want to see if it's going to be trending. This is kind of really an annoying type of thing to trade. I want to see if it's trending up or trending down, because that's where you try to make the most hay. So we got to see. This is the strongest out of all the indexes, which you can tell, and we'll try to see what we can do from there to kind of really make sure that we're setting ourselves up for success. Because when you're trading sideways, that just means that breakouts won't really follow through the way that you want. You got other things that you just kind of really want to be careful with. And go from there. Some big names that took a beating today. Microsoft took a beating downside. They bought Nokia, so you can see Nokia actually went up. It was just an inverse relationship. We have AT&T, huge down candle, and this could definitely set up for more. Getting back to this 32 level right here. Yeah, 32, and currently it is at 34, 33. So yeah, we have a huge engulfing pattern on this. So we kind of got to really see if we're going to continue to the downside. Let's look at the weekly. So yeah, is this level going to hold? I don't know. And like I said, I want to see it clear at least the low of this one, which is 33.19, and we're at 33. Yeah, 33.19. You break below that, it's definitely good night for a little bit. So we got to kind of see how that one goes. We got Verizon gap down, which is not a good sign. Continue to the downside. Let's see how the bank's doing. The Bank of America is holding up fairly well. Indecision candle. You got Goldman Sachs. Is this just a flag to the downside? I'll wait for it to set up. And that's pretty much all I got to say regarding that. I'm not looking to predict the future. It is not a profitable way to trade. JP Morgan, same thing. Is it setting up for this flag to set up? You can see it's tightly wound flag. And if it gives you some downside, you kind of go from there. But I'm not looking to get long any of these names. You got Morgan Stanley right there at the 50, just giving you a little indecision. You got Wells Fargo that is pretty much just trading sideways for a little bit. And you can see this up channel that I put basically from this weekly, and it's right there. So now that's become some type of resistance. And let's see if it can, really get above that and go from there. So, we're just kind of looking at the names. We're looking at, Johnson & Johnson, just sideways consolidation. Let's see if it's going to continue to more downside. You got the blue pill maker, Pfizer, actually. I'm not looking at this 200 to really, if, like I said, take it off and see how you think about the stock, because just look for the low, and if it gets below that 200, it's definitely running to this 27, this 27 area, and currently it's at the 28 area. So that's like 5%, which is not a joke if you're playing this, depending on how you're doing. You got Amgen looking good to the upside. You have let's see what else we got going on over here. You got Webcom. I look at this to say, okay, if it can break above these levels, it didn't close, go down from this engulfing pattern, this bearish engulfing pattern. So once it clears above this high of 29.48, I mean, look at that. You have nothing in the immediate future. I'll even go to monthly. you don't really have much that's really going to be getting in the way of the stock, and that's what I kind of like to really see. So let's see if we could continue to the upside and go from there. So that's a good sign. I'm looking for that one tomorrow as well, maybe to set up. So Facebook is continuing to look pretty good based on today's action. We have save looking might be flagging to go down to the downside, so really be careful. Is this just a flag to continue to the downside and maybe, approach these levels right here, this 25.16 level? So I don't like to go over 5 minutes, and I'm already over 5 minutes. So basically, you can follow me at Maximus Analysis at Twitter, and that's my Twitter account, or you could look at me on Stock Twits. I do some stuff from here. You can look at, subscribe from here if you like what you're seeing. All right, take care.